Welcome to Mental Health Mini number 15, the neuronal process. A neuron is a cell that helps to connect nervous tissue. These connections are stimulated through electrochemical communication between the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. You can see based on the structure of the neuron that there's different components of a nerve cell. The dendrites receive a chemical transmission through binding to the receptors. Then it travels to the nucleus where that chemical transmission is turned into an electrical one. The electrical transmission travels down the axon to the axon terminals where it's released into the synaptic cleft, which is the space in between neurons. And that's again where it turns into a chemical transmission instead of an electrical transmission. The myelin sheath is a type of protein that helps that nerve cell transmit the communication as well. We have two different types of matter that are composed of neuronic tissue. One is white matter, which does have a myelin sheath, and gray matter, which does not. Neurons allow us to process feelings of sensation, thinking, memory, language, learning, and feeling. There's three different types of neuronal pathways. There's sensory pathways, also called afferent pathways, and this is from the periphery to the CNS. So it's taking any outside external stimulation and sending it to our brain to process. Motor or efferent neurons send messages from our CNS to the periphery. So it's our brain telling our body to do different things. And then we have interneurons, which is communication between neurons within the CNS. One thing that we talk about when we talk about neuronal activity is the autonomic nervous system. And so this is outside of our brain's conscious control. It's part of the peripheral nervous system and it's modulated by the hypothalamus and includes two different divisions, the sympathetic division and the parasympathetic division. In the sympathetic division, we see a stress response or our flight or fight response. This is often activated when we're experiencing a threat. During this time, we have increased heart rate, respirations, and decreased digestion and peristalsis. During this time, our body also shunts its blood to protect and provide circulation to our most vital organs and skeletal muscles to help us remove ourselves from a threatening situation. The parasympathetic division includes our relaxation response, and this is when our respirations and heart rate return or remain normal, and our GI function increases peristalsis as well as excretion. Both the sympathetic division and parasympathetic division can be impacted by different psychiatric disorders that we'll talk about. For more information on neurons and how it releases and transmits different neurotransmitters, see the next psychological mini. And that wraps up our discussion of the nervous system.